Hi there. In this unit, we will learn in detail about exceptions and ways to handle those exceptions. An exception is an event or problem that occurs during execution of a program. These exceptions disrupt normal flow of a program. We have two types of exceptions. One, checked exceptions, and second, unchecked exceptions. We usually come across exceptions at runtime of a program, or even at compile time. Now, exceptions other than runtime exceptions are known as checked exceptions. Here, compiler checks these exceptions at the time of compilation. Also, unchecked exceptions, as name denote, they are not checked at compilation. Hence, we have unchecked exceptions at runtime. Unchecked exceptions are also termed as runtime exceptions. Most oftenly, errors come under unchecked exceptions. If a program has encountered an error, recovery from that error is not possible. In this case, program should be allowed to terminate. We have out-of-memory errors, which are frequent errors that we find in programming. Here, virtual machine cannot allocate object due to insufficient memory. Some common exceptions include 1. Arithmetic exception. These arise when arithmetic errors happen. 2. Array index out-of-bounds exception. Arises when attempting to access an array with an invalid index value. 3. Illegal argument exception. It is thrown when a method receives an argument formatted differently than the method expects. 4. Null pointer exception. Arises when attempting to access an object with reference variable whose current value is null. Now let's work out a simple example to learn exceptions. First, create a class exception handle. Move to main method. Here, let's declare two variables. Assign num1 as 10 divided by 0. Also, num2 equals 100. Here, we have initialized value in num1 as 10 divided by 0. Dividing any number by 0 will result in an error. Here, let's not correct them. Next, print some expression. Now, save program. Compile program and run program. Here, we have an exception of type divide by 0. In Java, we can handle these exceptions using try-catch blocks. Before moving to an example, let's learn about something called Throwable Class. Here, Throwable Class is a superclass or base class, which has definitions for errors and exceptions in Java. We have try-catch blocks, which play a vital role in handling exceptions. Try block starts with keyword try, followed by curly braces. After try statement, we have catch block. Catch statement consists of exception class name, followed by a variable name. Creating an exception object and handing it to runtime system is called throwing an exception. Let's work out an example in Java. Now, create a class with name try-catch-demo. Move to main method. First, start try block. Here, declare a new integer variable, num1. Let's create a case where divide by 0 exception will occur in our program. Initialize value of num1 as 10 divided by 0. Next, print some expression using println method. Enclose these statements in try block. Next, create catch block with class exception and a variable name of your choice. Here we have variable x. Inside catch block, we will print exception message using variable x. Details of exception will be stored in our variable x. Thus we have completed try catch block. Now, whenever an exception occurs in try block, program will stop executing remaining code in try block, and program will move to catch block. Here, let's include finally statement in our try catch. Also print some message using print line method. Remember, finally statement is optional. They are used with try catch statements. Here catch block gets executed only if there is an exception. But code in finally statement gets executed if there is exception or no exception. Next, compile and run program. Here we have exception in try block, but program catches exception, and details are printed. Also, program executes finally block. Hope you got basic idea on try catch statements. There are more topics which are related to throwing exceptions in Java. Hope this unit will mark beginning for your interest in learning exceptions in depth. Thank you for taking this unit.